Today we are going to be talking about an artist called Henri Matisse. He's a French artist and he did something called drawing with scissors. So he used his scissors to cut out really cool shapes, and he said that he was drawing with them, and he made lots of organic shapes. Last week we talked about geometric shapes and organic shapes. So this week we're going to be making an artwork with organic shapes. You are going to need some paper for a background. I have black, or you can have white paper if you have white paper, and some coloured construction paper if you have it. If not, you can use newspapers or magazine papers, which would also work. You will need some scissors and maybe a pencil. You might want to draw your shapes before you cut, or you can just cut straight away. Okay, so this is my cutout or my collage that is like Henri Matisse. Henri Matisse, when he got older, he couldn't see so well, and he also couldn't stand so well at his easel to paint. So he would lie in his bed and he would cut out big shapes and have some people help him arrange them into these big collages. And he called that his drawing with scissors, and that's what we're going to do today. So you're going to need a piece of paper to start with, white or black paper. I think I'll use my white paper here, and some other colored papers. Now you can start by just, if you like, just using your scissors to cut a shape. It's an organic shape, so you can just make your scissors move around and cut out any kind of organic shape. You can keep your scraps, you might want to use them. If you find that a little tricky to cut straight up, maybe you will draw an organic shape first on your paper and then cut it out if you find that easier. Just remember when you put your paper down to put your pencil lines down the way. So I'm just going to continue cutting out some organic shapes. Some might be big, some might be small. Some might be very long. You decide how you want your shapes to be. So cut out a lot of shapes before you start to glue. I'm just laying them on my paper. I haven't arranged them yet. Okay, so now I have a lot of organic shapes. I'm just going to move them off of my page and I'm going to start arranging them. You can arrange them any way you like, but we want to try two things. We want to try and have some shapes inside shapes. So my yellow shape is inside my black shape. We also want to try something called overlapping. Overlapping is when something goes on top of the other. So my red shape is overlapping my orange shape. So when you are arranging, I want you to try those two things. You can arrange your shapes anyhow you like, but somewhere on your collage, on your cutout, I would love to see some shapes inside shapes and some overlapping. You can even do shapes inside shapes. Inside shapes. I have a red and a green inside and a yellow inside that one. So keep arranging your shapes until you have them how you like. Once you have your arrangement of shapes, then you can glue them down. I hope you had fun making them.